Welcome to the Galapagos Islands. Welcome on board the National Geographic NGEndeavourII. We'll have a fantastic week exploring this unique archipelago. We have a great team of naturalists. We have zodiacs, glass bottom boat, kayaks, paddle boards. We're also going to enjoy the marine reserve, one of the largest in the world. So I'm sure this place will stay in your hearts forever. Thank you very much for joining us.
Today, we're going to start our full day here in Española. Right now, we are at Gardner Bay, and this is a white sandy beach, over 1 mile long white sandy beach with a turquoise water, blue sky, puffy clouds. It looks like we are inside of a postcard. And even better, because we're the only ones here, there's nothing here, only sea lions.
Yeah, we had a chance to walk along the beach. A number of sea lions came up and were pretty entertaining. So we got to take some pictures with sea lions, some lizards, some other wildlife out here. So it was a really fun day.
And it was nice to get back here and see that the sand is so soft and the water's a little bit cold. But it was really fun, and it makes me feel more confident to go in the deep snorkels later in the trip.
Our guests also could find this mockingbird, which is a small bird that only lives here in Española Island. Seeing our guests just walking along this white sandy beach in turquoise water, I think this is the best way to start our expedition in the Galapagos Islands.
This afternoon we are visiting Punta Suarez. Here we have an exceptional day. We're starting with many sea lions everywhere. They were just born. It was very cute to see their pups next to their moms. Marine iguanas were everywhere. They were piled together in order to warm up, and some of them were sneezing just next to us. During the hike, we had an encounter with many wildlife. Lava lizards were everywhere. There were some fresh placenta around. Here in these islands, the water resources are very low, so mockingbirds get advantage to get some nutrients out of the fresh placenta. We saw how this mockingbird was eating it. This is the best place to see the Nazca boobies. Also, it's the only place on Earth when we can see this unique species of albatrosses. We saw the little guys, the baby chicks, adults flying all around. have a close encounter with our top predator, the Galapagos hawk, that actually was seated next to a baby chick. We have to look all around the area because we also have some razor snakes on the trail. Punta Suarez again is one of the favorites of everyone. This unique blowhole was very active, and all of us, we got amazing National Geographic pictures for our memories.
Today we're visiting Floriana Island. This is a pre-breakfast walk. We have a wet landing on this sandy beach that has crystals, olivine or olivine. As we walk right in, we will notice these leafless plants, and all this area is very arid. So regardless being on Ecuador, this is not a tropical island. And so adaptation is extremely important, just like this unique plant that only grows here in Floriana. This is the Scalesia. As we're walking in, we are able to find this brackish water lagoon. And of course, if you are a wader, birds that love to be in the shorelines, you will find these lagoons because there's a lot of food. And today, we were very lucky to see these black-necked steels that have beautiful red legs and a very bright, colorful bird, the yellow warbler. However, we believe that the highlights is this greater flamingo. The greater flamingos that we have here are very special because they are a different subspecies of the ones that you are familiar with. So this race of flamingos are smaller, they are more colorful, and also they struggle a lot because they don't have enough food. So we today are extremely lucky to find one adult and a juvenile right in front of us. Now, as we are going along this beautiful peninsula, we end up in another beach, a beautiful white sandy beach made out of calcium. And on one side, at the beach, you are able to enjoy the view of stingrays in the shallows. We were also lucky to find these great blue herons perching on these black lava rocks. We think early walks are really good because no one is here. And I also think that we're able to feel the true isolation in the islands, the result of conservation. This is a no-flying zone, so no balloons, no jet skis, no helicopters, no planes, no sailboats, no fishing boats. It's really, truly isolated. And as we come back with all this beautiful wonder, wildlife with no fear, we have finally deserved our long-awaited breakfast.
Got it.
You just landed on Post Office Bay, one of the most important places when it comes to the human history of the Galapagos. Right behind me, I'm holding the oldest mailing system in the Americas. Since 1792, a lot of buccaneers, whalers were using this communication system to the outside world. We're gonna go through the addresses, and if any of them are close where you can hand deliver, it does not work if you put it at the Miami Postal Service, okay?
Knoxville, Tennessee. No, for moonshine, maybe?
Moonshine White Lightning.
Next week, all right, tradition. All right, right here, we got tradition. Congratulations. Thank you. Surfside, Florida. Surfside, Florida.
She might know them.
She definitely might know them. Yeah. Tradition.
Take a picture of yourself.
Expressman.
Look at that.
Congratulations and good luck.
Hello. I
Here we go. Where's this one going? Good job. Who's next? There we go.
That's number 11.
Got it. See you in Kentucky.
Today we are exploring Santa Cruz. This is the second biggest island of Galapagos. And here is Puerto Ayora, which is the biggest city with about 25,000 people. We came up to the top of the mountains of Santa Cruz, known as the Highlands. Here we have few villages, and then not far from here, it's the perfect place where we can learn about locals.
That's our automatic, you say.
We visit a sugarcane press. The name of this family is Cabrera, and it's very interesting experience just to be close to them to learn how they produce coffee, sugarcane, and even cocoa beans.
This is the sugarcane juice, straight from the press, purified and cold.
This cures everything. Again. The more you drink, the better you feel.
Absolutely. Here, yeah, put it in. Yeah,
Do it again. Salud. Good. Cheers.
Galapagos is not only animals and plants unique in the world, but also its people. And today our intrepid guests had the opportunity to interact with locals and feel a little bit of the taste of what Galapagueños people are. And to finish our day, we came to the west side of the islands, where is the kingdom of the giant tortoises. These incredible reptiles live here where is plenty of freshwater ponds and plenty of food. And from here, they migrate 10 miles down to the coast every year to lay their eggs.
This
is an amazing experience to see these turtles. They're endemic to this island, and it's just so cool because you can't see these animals anywhere in the world on Santa Cruz Island, and it's been life-changing.
It's really cool to see these tortoises just roam around. Sometimes they like to make their own beds, like they just like to roam around in the mud or in the dirt, and they like to actually sleep there.
The exploration here in Santa Cruz has been exceptional. We have a lot of fun just interacting with locals, but also to see these iconic, majestic reptiles in the wild.
Today we are exploring here Cerro Dragón in Santa Cruz Island. This is a completely different environment. The animals and plants are adapted to support long terms with a lack of water. Some of those plants are the incense tree or the prickly pear cactus that we have them all around our hike. The animals that we're looking for day to day are the land iguanas. They are adapted to survive in these arid areas. Some of the land iguanas, they were hiding inside a little bit of their burrows. They use those burrows to thermoregulate themselves.
The beauty, the diversity of vegetation here, and the gorgeous color differences. And the iguanas here are so incredibly interesting. Bright yellow, yet very camouflaged with the rest of their body, so they fit right into nature. And this is literally nature in your face, the beauty of the land and the life that goes on here is simply incredible. It's a place not to miss.
Cerro Dragón was the perfect place to get family pictures. Here we have a beautiful view in the background with some of the islets around, and of course the National Geographic NGEndeavourII, our home for this expedition.
Today we had a pre-breakfast outing to hike to the top of Bartholomew Island. This island, it's about an open book to geology for the Galapagos. We're traveling back in time to see how every island was in the beginning before they had a truly complex ecosystem on them. Small volcanoes, rusty lava flows, and very few vegetation is the landscape that we can see on Bartholomew. The ecosystem here is just establishing, and as we go up the hill, the island allows us the opportunity to get one of the most scenic pictures of these islands. The sightseeing place on the top of Bartholomew shows us the north and southern beach, with tough cones and vegetation of mangroves in between. This is one of the most photographed landscapes in the islands over the years. This is the best way to start the day and learn about geology of the Enchanted Archipelago.
amazing day at Chinese Hat. As Paola just said, it was the the cherry on top.
Amazing.
Something along those lines. We actually just saw a flamingo, which apparently none of the naturalists had actually seen before, right here in the ocean. They said they stick closer to the beaches so they can take off, and we actually saw the flamingo flying straight out of the water, so that was pretty fantastic.
Today is our last day of our expedition here in the islands. It's been an incredible week, and today we're going to spend the whole day at Genovesa Island. Genovesa Island is a really interesting island because of the fact that it's a huge seabird colony. This is the largest seabird colony in the Galapagos. Maybe there are around 1 million birds in this island. Many of them are red-footed boobies. Talking about land birds, we also found Galapagos doves. As we're walking, we found the swallowtail gulls. These are beautiful gulls. They have this beautiful red eye ring. They feed at night, and they love feeding on squid. Looking over the bushes, we found a number of nests. These are nests of frigate birds. The great frigate birds nest every year in this island, and at this time of the year they're raising their young. Most of the adults are gone looking for food, so we were observing mainly chicks on the nests. The star of the day were the red-footed booby, of course. They are some of the cutest fauna in the Galapagos. Red-footed boobies are also nesting at this time of the year. They lay one egg, but they like nesting on top of the vegetation. So as we got next to the mangrove forest, we were able to see adults as well as a good number of chicks. At the end of the trail, we found these tide pools. We were able to see in the water yellow-lip damselfish, which are endemic to the Galapagos. We saw a few sergeant majors and also some blennies at the bottom of the tide pool. This was a great way to end our exploration to Genovesa Island today.
We have become good friends this week. Our younger explorers are now National Geographic Global Explorers. They have learned so much. And you have seen that it is possible to make it. You have given back to the Galapagos. You are our ambassadors to the world. You can spread the word that we have very, very successful conservation programs here. So thank you very much for sharing this week with us. And I'm sure we'll meet in another Lindblad National Geographic destination. Thank you.